Cauliflower Alley Club 2017. We're still finding legends all over the place. This is the Grappler. And I'm not sure if this video or last night's video will be posted first, but he did the comedy show in the ring last night. It was so interesting. We got not only was it entertaining, but we got history. And that my channel watchers love the history. So I will be posting that video for them so that they can all see the history. And that was just awesome. But now we're here in the Cauliflower Alley main room, and we caught up with him. And so, Grappler, what are you doing these days?
Well, boss, like always, I'm taking every opportunity that I can, like I did here, to get on stage in front of the fans, because I enjoy it. I love telling the stories about what happened in the dressing room, on the road, with different guys, and telling them about all the friendships I've made in pro wrestling, and I enjoy it. But nowadays, I'm just kind of kicking along, still doing some TV shows, still involved in wrestling. I work for West Coast Wrestling Connection out in Portland, Oregon, and just hanging in there, boss.
Well, we'd be remiss not to mention your book. It's just called The Grappler, Memoirs of a Masked Man. It's a great, great read. I read it last year. I want to read it again. It's on my list. It's about 4th or 5th in the queue right now. And so, what was it like writing a book? We hear your a lot of Portland stories, and if I remember right, from the book, and just a lot about your history.
Well, it's a lot. It's like from the start to where I'm at now, kind of. But, I think I'm going to write a second book. But the whole thing is, everybody's going to listen. We liked your book, Grappler. We like book number 1, but we need some dirt, man. We need some real dirt from the behind the scenes. So the next one I come out with is going to have some real dirt. But I am going to probably not put the names of the people involved in there to protect the innocent. Okay?
Yes. Well, that's what all of us is for. And so you heard it here first. So there's going to be a second book hopefully coming out. And if it's even half as good as the first, it's a must-read. But something tells me this one might even be better if possible with all this new information going. Well, we want to hear the dirt too. We want to break the story. Tell us a story that might not be famously out there. Tell us a story just to give my fans something new. Okay,
let me think of a story. Let's see. Well, tell me what kind of subject you want to talk about. Just about anything in pro wrestling.
Well, tell us like a locker room backstage story, or maybe something happened in the ring that was kind of funny, but maybe not everyone has heard the story of.
Well, let's see. I remember one time. Okay, I got one for you. I was working for Don Owens, okay? And now when I was working for Don Owens, I was a booker. So that means I ran everything. I wrote the TVs. I wrestled on TV. I told her what to do. He paid me $800 a week guarantee, and he paid my phone bill. Back then we had regular, like, a landline, we didn't have cell phones. He had to pay my phone bills. We had to call for talent and book flights and do all kinds of things as the head boss in charge, right? So, but Don Owens had this one problem. He had something against Texas or whatever. It's just the state I'm from, great state of Texas. And he used to tell me every Saturday when I would come over into to get paid in front of all the guys, he'd go, "Hey," and he had that squeaky little voice, "Let me tell you something, Grappler. You ain't so hot. How come you can't sell out the Portland Sports Arena? How come you never sold this place out? You've been booking for a year and a half." And he kept saying this week after week. And finally I had enough. I said, "I'll tell you what, Don Owens." I said, "You give me 6 weeks, and you and your son let me do whatever I want to on TV. Don't stop none of my angles. Let me pull off what I want to, and I'll sell this place out. If I don't, I'll shake your hand. You don't owe me a penny. I'll go back to Texas." He couldn't wait to shake my hand. "Oh, you got yourself a bet, buddy. You're going to be gone." Well, after 6 weeks, he let me do what I wanted to. And believe it or not, we sold the place out, turned away 600 people. Don was so pissed off.
First time I've ever heard of a promoter being upset that someone sells the place out.
Okay, so then I went over to get paid because I couldn't wait to rub it into Don Owens. He didn't want to talk to me. And he pays me last. He gave me $800 guarantee, all in $1 bills. So he's really being a butthole. I said, "Don, listen, I sold the place out. There's $25,000 out here. You owe me some extra money, another $1,000. He goes, "You know what? That's all you get, and take it or leave it." Now, remember I told you paid my phone bill? Okay, 3 weeks later, I went to Japan to wrestle Fujinami for the world title. So I'm over in Japan, and you know what I did? I called my wife 3 times a day, collect from Tokyo, on Don's dime, because he's paying the phone bill. When I got back, the phone bill was $1,200. I got my ass fired over it.
Well, it's great to see, Don, helping you and your wife stay connected, even thousands of miles apart. But what a story. We're here with the Grappler. Like I said, if you have not read this book, go out and buy it. I'm assuming you could buy it on Amazon, or is there a website?
You can buy it on Amazon. You can buy it on Denton at gmail.com. Yeah.
And that would be, that's a website or an email address?
Email address, and you can buy it on the website too.
Okay, so there's a Len Denton website. You can just lendenton at gmail.com, or you can buy it on Amazon. This is the Grappler Memoirs of a Masked Man, a definite must-read, especially for any of you fans. For someone like me who lived in the Midwest, I did not know that much about Portland wrestling, but as I'm learning about the history of things, and not only Portland, as the Grappler was all over, but I think Portland was one of your biggest one of the biggest places where you worked. So you know all those stories is just wonderful. Mr. Grappler, thank you. I mean, as my fans know and my watchers know, I was a childhood wrestling fan, and now to be interviewing you guys live.
In an interview with the Grappler.
Okay.
I always end it like this. They got a name for you when you're the greatest wrestler in wrestling today. They don't call you a great wrestler. They call you the Grappler. Beat me if you can.